Leaving your dog can be tough, but it's even harder on them than you might realize. They experience real anxiety when you leave, and sometimes the comfort you offer can actually make it worse. We'll uncover 15 most common mistakes dog owners make and show you how to leave in a way that soothes your dog's nerves. Mistake 15. Leaving without a routine. Dogs thrive on predictability. Imagine how you'd feel if each morning started differently, sometimes rushed, sometimes calm. It would leave you anxious, right? For dogs, this inconsistency can amplify their stress. Establishing a solid routine before you leave is key. Try to follow the same sequence. Wake up, feed them, play, and walk them before departure. This consistency gives your dog a clear signal of what to expect next, easing their mind. A calm, predictable departure helps reduce anxiety, making it feel like just another part of the day, not a sudden, confusing abandonment. Mistake 14, overfeeding before you leave. It might seem like a good idea to leave your dog with a large bowl of food to keep them full while you're gone, but this can backfire. Dogs, like their wild ancestors, have a feast or famine mentality. If you leave a big bowl of food out, they're likely to eat it all in one go, even if they're not hungry. This can cause digestive issues and lead to an upset stomach. Instead, consider giving them a small, balanced meal before you leave and spread out their food in a puzzle feeder or treat dispensing toy. This way, they'll stay occupied and feel mentally stimulated, helping them cope with your absence. Mistake 13, giving too much attention before you leave. As much as you love your dog, giving them too much attention before you leave can create an emotional roller coaster. Dogs are keen observers and will pick up on your heightened emotions, associating your departure with anxiety. Instead of overdoing the cuddles, try a calm and nonchalant approach. A quick pat and a low-key goodbye can help your dog realize that your leaving is no big deal. The less emotional fuss, the better it is for their peace of mind. Mistake 12. Forgetting to give them something familiar. When you're about to leave, consider leaving behind something that smells like you. Dogs rely heavily on scent, and they often find comfort in familiar smells. This could be something as simple as an old t-shirt or a blanket that carries your scent. The smell of your clothing will provide reassurance to your dog, helping them feel connected to you even when you're not around. A familiar object can be a source of comfort and security. If you have a blanket or a pillow that your dog particularly likes, leave it in their safe space. The act of curling up with something that smells like their owner can have a calming effect, reducing feelings of anxiety. If your dog is crate trained, adding one of your worn items to their crate can provide added comfort. This tactic is especially effective if your dog has separation anxiety. Just as humans often hold onto a cherished item for emotional support, dogs too rely on these familiar scents to soothe their nerves. So, leaving something that smells like you can be one of the simplest, most effective ways to help them feel at ease. Mistake 11. Not giving them enough exercise. Before heading out for the day, your dog might need more than just a quick walk around the block. Exercise isn't just about burning off energy, it's about helping your dog feel physically and mentally content. If you leave them with pent-up energy, they'll likely resort to destructive behavior or become anxious. Even a 30-minute jog or a game of fetch before you leave can tire them out enough to make them more relaxed throughout the day. Remember, a tired dog is a calm dog. Mistake 10. Not creating a safe space. When you leave, where does your dog go? Having a safe, familiar space for your dog to retreat to can make a huge difference in how they cope. Whether it's a cozy crate, a specific corner of the room, or a blanket fort, ensuring your dog has a designated safe zone can provide comfort when you're not around. This space should be calm and secure, helping your dog feel less overwhelmed and more relaxed during your absence. Dogs who are left without this safety net can often feel exposed and insecure, leading to anxiety-driven behavior. Mistake 10. Not preparing your dog's mental stimulation. Leaving your dog with nothing to do while you're away is a surefire way to leave them anxious and bored. Chewing, digging, and pacing are common signs of boredom. To keep your dog occupied, provide them with interactive toys, puzzle feeders, or even frozen treats that will keep them mentally stimulated. Rotate their toys to keep things fresh, and try hiding treats around the house to encourage them to explore and work for their food. This mental engagement helps distract them from the anxiety of your absence. Mistake 8. Ignoring their potty needs. One of the biggest mistakes is leaving your dog with no bathroom breaks. If you're gone for a long period of time, they might not be able to hold it in and could end up soiling the house. If you're away for more than a few hours, consider hiring a dog walker or asking a friend to let them out. Not only will this keep your house clean, but it'll also prevent the anxiety that comes with being unable to relieve themselves. Keeping your dog comfortable includes meeting their basic needs, like bathroom breaks, even when you're not there. Mistake 7. Not considering their social needs. Dogs are social animals, and even though they might enjoy some alone time, they also need social interaction. If you're gone for long periods every day, your dog can become lonely and anxious. If you can't be there to provide attention, try arranging for a neighbor or a dog walker to drop by. Even just a quick play session or some company can make a world of difference for your dog's emotional well-being. A socially engaged dog is a happier and more balanced one. Mistake 6. Leaving them in a dark environment. Imagine being locked in a dark room with no idea when the lights will come back on. This is how your dog might feel if you leave them in a dark house all day. Natural light is important for their mental health and overall well-being. Opening the curtains or leaving a light on can help them feel less isolated. If you're concerned about the sun, consider investing in dog-friendly window coverings or a pet-safe light that mimics natural daylight. A little sunshine can go a long way in brightening your dog's day. Mistake 5. Not managing separation anxiety properly. If your dog suffers from separation anxiety, leaving them alone without preparation can make things worse. While it might seem tempting to just let them cry it out, this method can actually increase their anxiety. Instead, try desensitizing your dog to your departure by leaving for short periods at first, gradually increasing the time you're away. This helps your dog learn that leaving is not a big deal and that you always come back. Patience and consistency are key here. Mistake 4. Overstimulating them before leaving. As much as you might love to pamper your dog before you leave, overstimulation can actually increase their anxiety. This includes playing wild games, constant petting, or even speaking in an overly excited tone. When you act excited, your dog can pick up on this and become wound up. Instead, try to maintain calm energy. A gentle pat and a brief interaction will help set the tone for a peaceful departure, leaving your dog more relaxed. Mistake 3. Not practicing short departures. To prepare your dog for longer absences, start small. Practice leaving for just a few minutes at a time and gradually increase the duration. This will help them build confidence and understand that you will always come back. Rushing into long absences without prior training can overwhelm your dog and lead to negative associations. Short departures can help them adjust to your comings and goings without feeling abandoned. Mistake 2. Coming home too soon. Sometimes owners feel guilty about leaving their dogs alone, and when they return home, they rush in to greet them. While this may seem like a loving gesture, it can inadvertently reinforce anxious behavior. If you immediately shower your dog with affection every time you come home, they may start to associate your return with a spike in their emotional state. Instead, try to ignore your dog for a moment upon returning. Once they've settled down, you can give them plenty of affection and praise. Mistake 1. Failing to create positive associations. If you want to make leaving your dog easier, it's essential to create positive associations with your departures. Instead of making it seem like a sad or negative event, try leaving them with a special treat, a favorite toy, or a puzzle feeder. When you leave, they'll begin to associate your departure with something fun and rewarding, making the experience less stressful. Pairing your leaving with something they love will help them feel secure and calm, knowing that something positive happens when you're gone.